Abraham Lucas played in the very first game of the season, and he ended up playing 30 snaps at right tackle before he got hurt, and we haven't seen him play in 11 weeks. But he came back against the Dallas Cowboys, and the guy looked very, very impressive on tape. And of course, today we're going to analyze that tape. I'm very, very fired up for it. So many nice plays on tape. This one's a 73-yard touchdown pass to DK Metcalf, and Lucas does a really nice job on the defensive line game. So as you guys are going to see, both 92 and 56 are going to slant to the inside, and Parsons is going to come all the way around. And watch Lucas pass off 56. He's going to pass him off, and as he recognizes the threat of Micah Parsons, he's going to get off the block, come back to Parsons. He's going to do a pretty nice job being able to pick him up. Of course, this was the 73-yard touchdown pass to DK Metcalf. But again, a lot of really, really good snaps. Very, very fired up to get into it. Let's jump right into the tape. 3rd and 5 here, late in the first quarter. You're going to get an incomplete pass. Geno Smith's actually going to get pressured by Charles Cross, who's in a one-on-one with Micah Parsons. But on the other end, you got Abraham Lucas, who's in a one-on-one with DeMarcus Lawrence. And he's going to do a really nice job anchoring down on this rep. Initially, as you guys are going to see the two make contact here, Lawrence is going to get the hands to the inside. He's going to push back Lucas. But within the rep, you see Lucas anchor down. To me, that's a really nice job by Lucas to be able to handle the power of DeMarcus Lawrence. Lawrence is still a top 10 to 12 defensive end in the NFL. And on this one, 3rd and 5, true pass set, Lucas does a great job being able to make the adjustment within this play and anchor down and shut this down. So it's a great job right there giving Geno Smith the pocket. Of course, Geno does get pressure over here from Micah Parsons, who's going to do a great job getting past Charles Cross and just kind of swim right over the top. It's a nice shot by Parsons. But again, Lucas also does an equally nice job being able to anchor down against DeMarcus Lawrence. Let's get into the next snap. Check this play out. Watch the block here by Lucas on Mazi Smith and then watch him climb up to the inside linebacker here. And this is exactly what, in my opinion, the Seattle Seahawks have been missing. From Lucas specifically, he's such a good run blocker. And what's crazy is you can tell this guy's not 100% healthy. To me, you can tell this guy's missed like 10, 11 games at this point. You can tell Lucas is not 100% caught up to speed. But there are still flashes, right? Of course, in the next 2 weeks, he'll get better and better and better as he takes more reps. But this is such a powerful block right here. The power from Lucas to be able to double team with Bradford on that one. I mean, that's movement right there on Mazi Smith, who's a run defender. And they're really able to turn this guy. And then, of course, he gets his eyes to number 33, Damone Clark, climbs, and then he moves this guy. Even more so than that, like 6-7 yards. So again, really, really nice job. This play ended up picking up 14 yards. So it's a beautiful job right there by Lucas. All right, you guys, check this play out here. The play's only going to pick up about 1.5 to 2 yards. Lucas has to do a better job on this one. Osa Odigizua is a really good defensive tackle in my opinion, and he's going to be able to get around the block of Abraham Lucas. Lucas has to do a better job sealing off. I mean, this is a basic power run. You got to be able to seal off Osa and hold the block. If Lucas is able to set himself up here, you get the pulling tackle to kind of come around and he'd kick out number 6 to safety. And you're also going to get the tight end to kind of loop around here, and he'd most likely end up taking number 14, the inside linebacker. And of course, the tight end will most likely take Parsons, or depending on the call up front here, maybe they let Parsons go. The linebacker is picked off by the tight end, and then Parsons ends up being the first guy that's kind of taken. But regardless of that, in order for this play to work, Lucas has to be able to seal off Osa Odigizua. And on this one, Osa's going to be able to get around the block. You cannot let this guy get over here to the left. You have to kick your butt over and you have to shut this down. So this play right here only picks up about 2 yards. And that is because Lucas doesn't do a good enough job. So I wanted to point that one out. Not a big deal. Now in this game, Lucas ended up going up against Micah Parsons, I'd say about 5 or 6 times. And he did a pretty damn good job. On this one here, he's going to just force Parsons upfield. It's a pretty nice job. This one is a completion on 3rd and 7 for 13 yards. This is exactly what you would expect out of Lucas. One of the things that, in my opinion, with Lucas is I think he has upside, right? And I'm not talking about average upside, to be a top 12 or 15 offensive tackle. I'm talking about having the upside of becoming like a top 3 or 4 overall offensive tackle. I think Lucas is the real deal. And watching these 6 or 7 snaps that he did have against Parsons and how he kind of handled Parsons, keeping in mind he just came back from injury, shows me that this guy is going to be a very good player. Of course, we'll have to continue to watch his tape. He is in year 2. And we don't have a whole lot of snaps, right? Like at this point, the guy's only played about 70 snaps in his second season. But this is a nice job being able to handle a move that Micah Parsons loves to do. one of the things that Parsons does a lot is he likes to twitch. And what that means is he likes to fake inside moves. He likes to fake outside moves. On this one, he's going to fake it to the inside. You see that right step right there. He's trying to make Abraham Lucas fall for the inside move. He's going to go back to the outside, and Lucas just stays right on top of it. And he doesn't lean into it. So this is the perfect way to be able to take on Parsons on this one. And he's going to shut him down. And of course, the quarterback gets the ball out. So really nice rep. I do want to show you guys a couple more snaps as well against Parsons. Here's another one. Parsons is lined up in the wide 9. And on this one, Parsons is going to try to bull rush Lucas. And Lucas does a pretty nice job being able to recover within this rep. Initially, you will see that Parsons does a pretty nice job getting a push and getting close to the quarterback. But you'll see also within the rep that Lucas is going to be able to anchor down. Let me go ahead and back this up into the all-22 angle. So you'll see Parsons just get right into Lucas. He's going to get the hands to the inside. He's going to lift him up with the right hand, really use that to kind of push him backwards. And he does a pretty nice job getting close to the quarterback. But again, Lucas recovers really, really nicely. And you'll see Parsons' body kind of get turned here, and he gets ultimately shut down. So that's a good job by Lucas to be able to recover and win this rep. Here's another one. Once again, Lucas is going to get into a one-on-one with Parsons. Once again, he's going to just handle him. Parsons is not going to be able to twitch past Lucas. And again, this is a really, really nice job. Now, this one's an incomplete pass. And that doesn't really matter for us, right? What we care about is the individual rep. And it's interesting because, right, as Parsons gets out of his stance here, he has to avoid the tight end. And he's going to take a wide angle on Lucas. And Lucas does a good job just getting his hands right to Parsons. He doesn't lean. You see the left hand lands on the shoulder pad, but he's not leaning forward. And this is perfect by Abraham Lucas not to lean. Just play it softly. I think that's the way to approach Micah Parsons because Parsons is a twitchy athlete. So the second you lean into him, the second you try to overpower him, and he's going to just go right around you. So nice job right there by Lucas. Give the quarterback the time. Not able to connect with the tight end. Pretty nice job. Let's get into the next snap. Now, this is one of my favorite plays here by Lucas because on this one, he's going to change up his pass set. And he's going to go directly at Parsons, and this shuts him down. Now, it is an incomplete pass. This was 2nd and 7. But again, that doesn't matter for us, right? We care about the individual rep. So what I like about this play is Lucas, as soon as he gets out of his stance, is not going to allow Parsons to make his move first. Instead, Lucas is going to make the first move. And what that means is he's going to go directly at Parsons. And he's going to lock in with him right away. And you can see within this play, Parsons is not able to recover. So it's a great job by Lucas to be able to change the pass set up, take it directly to Parsons. Don't let him, get into his pass rush moves. Maybe he wants to swipe or hezzy to the inside or do something to that tune. But again, Lucas changes it up. And on this one specifically, he's able to win. So it's a nice job by Lucas. Let's get into the next snap. Lucas has to do a better job on this one. You're going to see DeMarcus Lawrence is going to just kind of go right around him. And he's going to hit the quarterback. Now, the play may not have ever worked anyways because you'll see that on the right side of this, the tight end's going to ultimately fall down here. You'll see right there, he's basically on the ground. But regardless of that, you have to do a better job. Now, this is obviously a play action over here to the left. So I'm not sure if it was supposed to be the guard that was supposed to have this gap here. But regardless, you can't allow this guy to jump the inside the way he does. You got to slow him down. A play action, you don't expect this right here, right? So again, got to do a better job on that one. That may be just because Lucas probably doesn't have enough snaps with Bradford playing right guard. Not a big deal, but I did want to point it out because you see DeMarcus Lawrence obviously blows this play up. Let's get into the next snap. Check the play out. You get 6 guys on the line of scrimmage. There's 5 offensive linemen and a 6th player who's the running back. And they're going to do a great job picking this up. The communication on this one is top notch. You can see that everyone gets picked up, 3rd and 7, and the quarterback's able to also pick the first down up. That's a great job right there to be able to pick it up. Now, Lucas specifically does a great job in a one-on-one with Dante Fowler. He's going to just get right to him and shut him down. Man, that's a beautiful rep right there to be able to handle the bull rush by Fowler and shut it down. On this one, Lucas is going to show off the power against Osa Odigizua. He's going to go right into Odigizua and he's going to shut him down, really just anchor down. It's a pretty nice rep right there. Let's get into the next snap. Now, let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Obviously, the Seattle Seahawks were not able to beat the Dallas Cowboys. To me, the Seahawks definitely showed a lot of upside on the offensive side. I felt like the offensive line did a really nice job keeping the quarterback clean. They did a really nice job being able to give the quarterback the time to get the ball out. And Geno Smith definitely delivered. And keep in mind, this is the first time this offensive line's been fully healthy. And you can even make the argument it's not fully healthy because Phil Haynes is not in at right guard. But a lot of people also believe that the future right guard is Bradford. But we're finally starting to see a healthy Seahawks offensive line. And I think Abraham Lucas is the best offensive lineman of the Seahawks. The guy that I think is better today is Damian Lewis at left guard, but I think Lucas has the most upside. And I think by the end of this season or maybe early on next season, I think Lucas will become the best offensive lineman for the Seahawks. I think he'll also become one of the very best offensive tackles in the NFL. I feel like we've seen enough from Abraham Lucas against Parsons from this game specifically that he's able to hold his own 85-90% of the time. And to me, keeping in mind that this guy just got back after missing a number of games, it's going to take him a little bit of time. But I think the upside's there, right? I think he's going to become one of the better tackles in the NFL. And we'll wrap the video up with this final play. Some people were kind of confused as to how the offensive line decided to block this. And I think a lot of people don't know exactly what the Seahawks are trying to do on this one. I like the play call, but I'm not 100% sure if I agree with it. So the Cowboys put 6 guys on the line of scrimmage. There's only 5 offensive linemen. So the Seahawks are actually going to block this downwards and to the right. And the point is to have the running back come over this way. And as Parsons coming off the edge, the point is for the running back to slip underneath that and to hit the running back out here. Now, of course, it doesn't work like that because what you'll end up seeing happen is DeMarcus Lawrence is going to slant towards the left. And as he slants towards the left, he kind of runs right into the running back right there. And that kind of blows this play up in that instance. Some people said that why would the offensive tackle not jump out here to Parsons? This is just how they ended up designing this play and calling it at the end of the game. I don't necessarily agree with it, but it is what was called. I think the running back also kind of did a poor job to just kind of get out fast enough, right? He was a little slow to kind of get out of there. But it was the design play. It just didn't work. Not a big deal. I know the Seahawks are 6-6, but something tells me they may go on a run as the season kind of comes to an end and as they continue to get healthier. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys next time with another video.